really is coming down out there, isn't it? Reminds me of the day that we first met, dear. When you came scurrying into my home like a little mouse, soaked to the skin and shivering something fierce. What a beautiful sight you were. There may be a rainbow somewhere. I often find color filtering through the windows when the sky is illuminated by the sun and veiled by precipitation. What are you thinking, darling? Why am I even asking? You don't think anymore, do you? There's nothing behind those eyes. Just a hollow husk of apathy. It is my fault. I cannot deny that. I wanted you to be obedient, submissive, to bend to my every whim. Back then, I didn't realize that it was even possible to break you. Why would I ever have thought that? Our first meeting was fleetingly perfect. You attempted to decamp from the property. And when that didn't yield, you speared me using a stake crafted from one of my own exquisite antique furnishings, which was not only impolite, but rather detrimental to the foundation of our relationship. One cannot build an empire on fragile terrain. That only serves to upset the entire structure. And yet, when I look at you, I long for that ferocity. Gone are the days when you'd struggle against me, or rattle the entrance doors until the hinges would come loose. And yes, I did find your behavior quite tiresome. But at least it contained vivacity. Gods, you were relentless. But she was so effervescent. Now you just stay wherever I put you. A listless little mannequin, simply awaiting the next pose that I fancy. I never wanted a doll. There's no shortage of marionettes in the local town if I desired to pull the strings and watch them dance. No. You were supposed to be my soulmate. And a soulmate needs a soul. Gods, even your blood doesn't taste the same when there's no fire in your veins. It lacks that flavor which made me crave you to begin with. I suppose that the kindest thing I could do would be to release you. But you'd never survive out there. Not anymore. Perhaps I should just kill you. At this point, it would be a mercy. There isn't a single fiber of you left in there, is there? You're just a shell, a husk with no soul. Yes, that is what I shall do. It is pointless and cruel to prolong this any longer. Come to me, dear. I shall make it as painless as possible. Now, close your eyes and succumb to the darkness. It will all be over very soon. There it is. That fire in your eyes. You've been faking your acedia this entire time. Lowering my guard day after day. So that you could finally strike when I would no longer suspect you. Oh, don't get me wrong. I am impressed, love. But considering that you have had all this time to ruminate on what went wrong with your last assassination attempt, if it can be even called that, I'd have thought that you would learn from your mistake. What? Do I need to spell it out for you? Oh, dear, dear, dear. Many things have pierced this heart, darling. But your pathetic excuse of a steak isn't one of them. Honestly, this ridiculous endeavor is really wearing thin. Stop trying to kill me. And for God's sake, stop vandalizing my furniture. How would you feel if I went and buried my shaft in you every time I caught you unawares? Yes, despicable behavior, it really is. You know what? Perhaps I will. Let us transfer the glove to the other hand, shall we? You have provided me with a weapon, and it's my turn to wield it as I so desire. But before we begin, love, I have one word of advice for you. Run. Oh, good. You can still follow my instructions. Wonderful. Now, let the hunt begin.